Hey there, coffee lovers! Whether you're a die-hard espresso aficionado or someone who just needs a quick caffeine fix to get through the day, coffee is a beloved beverage around the world. Today, let's dive into the fascinating world of instant coffee, that magical powder that transforms into a cup of joe in seconds. It's a marvel of modern convenience, but have you ever wondered how it all began? Many coffee snobs turn their noses up at it, preferring freshly ground beans and artisanal brews. However, instant coffee has a long and intriguing history that deserves a closer look. Our story begins in the mid-19th century. It all started in 1851 with the creation of a coffee extract. This early version wasn't very successful, but it laid the groundwork for future innovations. The initial attempts to create a convenient coffee solution were met with mixed results. The technology and methods just weren't quite there yet. Fast forward to 1901 and we meet Japanese-American chemist Satoru Kato. Working in Chicago, Kato developed a method to produce a stable, soluble coffee powder. He introduced his instant coffee powder at the Pan American Exposition, a World's Fair held in Buffalo, New York. This was a significant milestone, as it showcased the potential of instant coffee to a broader audience. A few years later, in 1910, George Constant Lewis Washington, a British chemist living in Guatemala, patented his own process for making instant coffee. Washington's method improved upon Cato's, making the coffee more palatable and easier to produce. He called it Red coffee and it became quite popular. This was the first commercially successful instant coffee and it paved the way for future developments in the industry. But the real game changer arrived in 1938 with Nestlé's Nescafe. Nestlé's scientists perfected the process of making instant coffee, creating a product that was both delicious and easy to prepare. This new instant coffee was a hit, especially during World War II when soldiers relied on it for a quick caffeine fix. The convenience of instant coffee made it an essential part of military rations, and its popularity soared. Since then, instant coffee has become a global phenomenon, enjoyed by millions every day. From busy professionals to outdoor adventurers, instant coffee offers a quick and easy way to enjoy a cup of coffee anytime, anywhere. Today, the instant coffee market continues to evolve, with new flavors and innovations constantly being introduced. Whether you prefer a classic black coffee or a frothy cappuccino, there's an instant coffee option for everyone. And let's not forget the farmers and producers who work tirelessly to bring us the coffee we love. From the plantations where the beans are grown to the factories where they are processed, instant coffee is the result of a global effort. So next time you enjoy a cup of instant coffee, take a moment to appreciate the rich history and the many hands that have contributed to bringing this convenient beverage to your cup. Cheers to instant coffee. Now let's dive into how this modern marvel is made. The journey of instant coffee begins long before it reaches your cup. It starts with the careful selection of the finest coffee beans. It all starts with the beans, of course. These beans are the heart and soul of your coffee experience. The journey begins on coffee farms where ripe coffee cherries are meticulously picked by skilled workers. Just like with regular coffee, the quality of the beans matters. High-quality beans are essential for creating a superior cup of instant coffee. These beans are often stored in burlap sacks to maintain their freshness. Instant coffee manufacturers carefully select beans from different regions around the world. Each region imparts its unique flavor profile to the beans, contributing to the complexity of the final product. Arabica beans are a popular choice. These beans are grown at higher altitudes and are known for their smooth, balanced flavor, which is often preferred by coffee connoisseurs. They're known for their smooth, balanced flavor. When roasted to perfection, Arabica beans produce a cup of coffee that is both aromatic and flavorful, making them a favorite for many. Robusta beans pack a more intense caffeine punch and add a bit of bitterness to the mix. These beans are often used to add depth and strength to the coffee blend. The beans are typically graded based on their size, shape, and any defects. This grading process ensures that only the best beans make it into your instant coffee. The goal is to choose beans that will produce a flavorful and aromatic cup of instant coffee. The roasting process is crucial, as it brings out the rich flavors and aromas locked within the beans, ultimately delivering a delightful coffee experience in every sip. Once the beans are selected, it's time for roasting. This crucial step is where the magic really starts to happen. The beans are roasted at high temperatures, transforming them from green to brown. The roasting time and temperature vary depending on the desired flavor profile. Lighter roasts result in a milder, more acidic coffee, while darker roasts produce a bolder, more bitter flavor. The roasting process also develops the coffee's aroma, releasing those wonderful smells that make us crave a cup. After roasting, the beans are cooled and then ground into a fine powder. The goal is to create particles that are small and uniform in size. This ensures that the coffee will dissolve quickly and evenly in hot water later on. The grinding process is carefully controlled to avoid generating too much heat. Excess heat can damage the coffee's flavor and aroma. Section 5. Extraction, waking up the coffee. Now it's time to extract the good stuff from those ground coffee beans. This is done using large industrial-scale brewers. Hot water is passed through the coffee grounds, extracting the flavors, oils, and caffeine. The brewing process is carefully monitored to ensure that the water temperature and flow rate are optimal for extracting the desired flavors. Think of it like making a giant pot of coffee, but on a much grander scale. Section 6. Concentration, making coffee strong. At this stage, we have a large batch of brewed coffee, but it's still a long way from being instant. The next step is to concentrate the coffee, removing much of the water to create a thick, syrupy liquid. There are two main methods for concentrating coffee: evaporation and freeze-drying. Evaporation involves heating the coffee to remove water through evaporation. Freeze-drying, on the other hand, freezes the coffee and then removes the ice crystals through a process called sublimation. Section 7. Turning coffee into powder. The magic of drying. Now we come to the moment of truth, turning that concentrated coffee liquid into instant coffee powder. This is where the two primary methods we mentioned earlier come into play: spray drying and freeze drying. Each method has its own advantages and disadvantages, and they produce slightly different types of instant coffee. Section 8. Spray drying. A shower for coffee. Spray drying is the most common method for making instant coffee. It's a relatively inexpensive and efficient process. In spray drying, the concentrated coffee liquid is sprayed through a nozzle into a large heated chamber. The hot air in the chamber instantly evaporates the remaining water in the coffee droplets, leaving behind tiny particles of dried coffee powder. These particles are then collected and packaged as instant coffee. Section 9. Freeze drying. Coffee's winter wonderland. Freeze drying is a more gentle method of drying coffee. It produces a higher quality instant coffee that retains more of the original coffee's flavor and aroma. In freeze drying, the concentrated coffee liquid is frozen solid and then placed in a vacuum chamber. Under the vacuum conditions, the ice crystals in the coffee sublimate, meaning they transition directly from a solid to a gas without passing through a liquid phase. This leaves behind a porous, sponge-like structure of dried coffee that dissolves quickly and easily in hot water. Section 10. The Instant Coffee Aisle. A world of choices. Here, in this aisle, you are presented with an array of options that cater to every taste and preference. From the budget-friendly to the premium, the choices are endless. And there you have it. Instant coffee from bean to cup. It's a quick and convenient way to enjoy a hot beverage, perfect for those busy mornings or when you're on the go. Today, you'll find a wide variety of instant coffees on the market, from classic blends to flavored varieties and even single-origin options. Whether you prefer a rich, bold taste or a light, fruity note, there's something for everyone. Thanks to advances in technology, instant coffee has come a long way since its humble beginnings. Modern production techniques ensure that the flavor and aroma are preserved, giving you a quality cup every time. So the next time you reach for that jar of instant coffee, remember that it's not just a quick fix, it's the result of years of innovation and dedication. Take a moment to appreciate the journey it took to get there. From the careful selection of beans to the precise roasting and grinding, every step is crucial in creating that perfect cup. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our enduring love for a good cup of coffee. Whether you're sharing a moment with friends or enjoying a quiet break, instant coffee brings people together, one cup at a time.